said macadamia nuts. What do you call them great big nuts? I tell you what the bad thing about it. Dad was always saying things like, great, look like a toy. That ain't honest.
Yeah. Go ahead.
He had a big nut and he called it nigger toes. And Mom said, don't do that. I kind of figured that's what they were, macadamia nuts like this. The best nuts ever was. We always got them.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had chocolate. The chocolate drops, was really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, Dad had a name for all that. Wayne went to the store one day. He was about 4 years old. Had some, and there was a bunch of colored people, the sweetest people you ever saw. He said to that lady, lady, I want some of them nigger titties done. And she said, well, I tell you, that colored woman like to die. And she said, what? That's what my grandpa said they were. And we told that, quit telling them kids that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what my grandparents are wonderful.
Right.
Yeah, always something. And one time there was a poem Dad taught Gary. And it was very nice. It wasn't very nice, but Gary learned it. So this teacher was from Fort Branch. She knew that. And he said in school, well, Gary, that's not very nice. He said, well, that's what Grandpa said and taught me. He said, I'm going to talk to your grandpa. I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't very nice.
Right.
And he said, I'm going to talk. I know Grandpa. Something. It was very good. Outside and the trees are blowing and the leaves and everything.
Yeah.
Nice. I had to turn the bank down, but I guess it had to go.
I like it better because I hardly ever use the space.
Yeah, it was nice. And beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And they kept the remnants of the bank building in here.
They did?
Yeah, that's where all those pillars came from. That came from the bank.
Oh, really?
And those benches and things like that, they used parts of the building to build the benches.
Isn't that nice? Oh, my.
Mm-hmm.
That building, that couldn't go down. I used to put my savings in this, and I wrote my checks to Farmers Bank.
Right.
And when I put money in here with savings, I knew what I had. I had a Christmas savings that I had a long time ago. And one time I got a whole $50 in there. But I think I didn't buy nothing. I think I paid the taxes on the house. But anyway. I don't care how little money you got, or a lot of money. You can take your little bit of money and learn how to cook, and maybe you make wonderful things to eat. Now you can have rummage sales, sell things you don't need.
Right.
Well, that courthouse is pretty. I'm sorry they ain't tore it down.
No, that's a historical monument.
A lot of people have been up and down that courthouse.
It's 1800s.
I know. I forget what class we had. And he brought us to Princeton. We went all over that. Both by bus and cost nothing. It's history.
Mm-hmm.
We went all over the courthouse. And someplace else we went over there. We went to the sheriff. It wasn't like it is now.
Mm-hmm.
And told how long they'd had that. The post office too. There's a lot of things, historical things they had. Really nice. It seems funny not have what we used to have. It was beautiful. We had the richest county. I had so many jobs for kids, but that you had to make certain grades at school or you couldn't work for them.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't, if you missed some days just to goof off, you lost your job. Now, Jerry Joe ran that part. It was youth employment. That was good.
Yeah.
Kids could work at lunchtime and buy your lunch. You never be out your money. And what we done, the clothes that Alice had put in layaway, she worked her lunch money and bought her clothes.
Yep.
You learned a lot of things. And we were some talk about being poor. I said, we wasn't poor, we was rich, because we knew how to manage.
Yep.
Like when I was a little girl, we went to they had a ketchup factory in Fort Wayne, and it burned down, you know. And they made like the dump where you put things you didn't want up there. And back then you could sell medicine bottles if they were a certain kind. And I know I bought, I had enough to get 50 cents, and Mother made me a dress for 50 cents. It really. Everybody always wondered why we had so many nice clothes. Well, Mom was up the sewing machine. I tell you. We're from a real good, smart family.
Yep.
We sure are. But we are German, Irish, and English. Now we've got, in our family we've got Mexican, Indian.
Black.
We do. Half black, sure do. It's like Kay said today, the black man that Sharon's going to marry. He took care of them kids. And I want to tell you that he'll be an asset to your family.
Yep.
I said, I'm going to the wedding.
Yep.
And that's what Kay said. So a lot of things, as long as people are happy, don't make no difference what they do. As long as they're happy, don't cause any problem. Whatever they do, it's not nobody's business if they're happy.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I like it when I talk to Kay. We iron out a lot of things. And May too, we sure have many to iron out as we do. So, anyway. And those girls, they came up hard, but they turned out good, and their family's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Kay's daughter's a teacher. And they all went to college, and she's a teacher, and the other two boys, one's a chief of police, and the other one works a high-rising building everywhere. That time they had an explosion where they had some kind of race. He was 6 blocks from here, Michael was.
Wow.
Yeah. He goes a lot of places, oh yeah. And the girls are busy too. They've come out real well now. Let's see, Phil, Mike's son, daughter, calls him Grandpa, but the other little boy, her mama said, no, I just feel like that's something against Dad or something. But they get along then, but anyway, where is that little girl Riley? She said, I need a grandpa. Well, they go to school, they don't got grandpas.
Right.
And so she said, her grandma Kay said, Grandma Kay, I want to feel for my grandpa. She said, okay. And yeah, Mom and Daddy say he's my grandpa. I thought that's sweet.
Yeah.
And he's so good, son. That makes it good. He's wise now, Father.
Mm-hmm.
But just like Kay said, times have changed. You got to go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
And say it's changed for the better. And so he's probably a man that would just be so good, Sharon. He'd been with him a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. He's got 3 jobs, and hadn't been for Linda that Mike had lived with, she wouldn't be as good as she was. Well, she just fought her when she come, and she said, while you're fighting me, he said, you can school later. And she always liked animals. She said, you could be a nurse, Sharon, but just act ugly, that's all right. So anyway, she got hooked up with Linda, oh my Lord. And so that's how come she's a nurse, because Linda told her she'd make her good one. She was having this, when they'd be selling property, having it. And anyway, she'd sell hamburgers, that's something that adults did. She's 13.
Mm-hmm.
And she told her, she said, you want to do something, but there ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah. She's changed too, that's good. It sure is quiet, and quieter than it used to be on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.